Hi everyone, welcome to the Microvolt Trades channel. Today I will be talking about the PS5 Pro, about Ghost of Yotei, and by the end of the video I'll give you some gaming news and I will be making a prophecy. Yes, I'll be making a prediction about some videos you'll be seeing in about 2 or 3 weeks, so stay tuned and let's get to the first topic. So, the PS5 Pro. It's kind of a controversial subject at the moment, and if you go online, you can see that the gaming community is basically split into two groups. One group thinks the PS5 Pro is a worthwhile upgrade, an impressive piece of technology that brings good hardware improvements and features over the base PS5. And the other group is the exact opposite. They think it doesn't really bring that much over the base PS5 and that you can basically skip it. And it's also overpriced or too expensive for what it does. Before I give you my opinion, I want to go over the PS5 Pro hardware specs and the upgrades over the base PS5. So if we go down to the PlayStation official blog, we can see that the upgraded GPU of the PS5 Pro has 67% more compute units and 28% faster memory, and overall that will translate into a raw raster performance or rendering performance of over about 45% over the PS5 base model. That means that if you were to run the same games on the PS5 Pro, it would be 45% better, 45% more capable of outputting the results. Whether you can want to use that for higher frame rates or just improving the image quality, that's basically what it means. It also has better hardware ray tracing, which, if you don't know, ray tracing is basically a way of rendering light in the games that is more realistic, is more lifelike. And so the PS5 Pro has 2 to 3 times the performance of the base PS5, and that's a conservative estimate. In some cases, they say is up to 4 times, which is, in my opinion, a good upgrade over the base PS5. And on the CPU part, even though it doesn't mention here, they've also said that the CPU can run up to 10% faster than the base PS5, even though it's the same CPU. It has that option. And finally, and in my opinion, the most important and game-changing upgrade the PS5 brings is AI upscaling. AI upscaling will make it so the devs can use the resources to crank up the image quality at lower resolutions and turn on more stuff like ray tracing and do more stuff with the game at lower settings and use AI upscaling to upscale it to a higher resolution final image that you see on screen with as good quality as a native image rendering. So basically it means you can have fidelity like looking visuals at a 4K final image with much higher performance or higher frame rates. So you get the best of both worlds, and this is why this is the best and most important upgrade, in my opinion, that the PS5 brings. It will also prolong its life. If, for instance, you get a PS5 Pro now, you can probably hold on to it for the next 5-6 years. So we'll give it good longevity for a mid-gen upgrade. And the reason why I think that is because even when the PS6 comes out, the first games that will be coming out in the next 2-3 years of that generation will be cross-gen. And with AI upscaling, the devs can just scale down the settings for the PS5 Pro and upscale it to make it look and run really good still on the PS5 Pro. So, in my opinion, it is a worthwhile upgrade. And unless the PS6 and the next Xbox series of consoles brings just groundbreaking technology that just cannot be backport and emulated on the older gen, the PS5 Pro will be a very good and worthy upgrade. Also because it's a good value if as of the date of the making of this video, if you which is October 25th, if you go to any website online, you'll see that the GPU that is being compared to the PS5 Pro's GPU is the NVIDIA RTX 4070, And if you look up that card, it goes for 500 or higher. And when you think about all of what you would need to build a equivalent gaming PC, it will run you at least $1,500 or over double the price of the PS5 Pro. So it is a good value, and in my opinion, it is a worthy upgrade. I will not be getting one, not because I don't want to, but because I just bought a new PC because I just started this channel and I haven't had a PC for a few years. And I decided it was probably better for me to buy a PC, and for me to add a PS5 Pro purchase on top of that right now would not be viable for me. Also, I would probably prefer to buy PSVR 2 because I've been wanting to try VR ever since I saw it the first time, which was before even the PS4 days, and I haven't gotten around to trying it, so that would be something that I would like to try. And PSVR would too would allow me to play games that not even the PS5 Pro right now would allow me to. So I think I would go for PSVR 2 first. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it's a worthy upgrade? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree? Do you think the base PS5 is fine? And are you getting one? Do you have a PS5, or do you play on the Xbox Series S, or are you a PC Master Race person? So anyway, let me know what you think, and let's move on to the next topic. So let's move on to the second topic of the video, which is Ghost of Yotei. Boy, for my first video, I did end up picking two controversial subjects. But it's something that I've been meaning to talk about for since they were announced, basically. So, Ghost of Yotei. As soon as it was announced, a lot of people I saw in real time. I was watching a YouTuber live reaction, and I saw the chat just go very toxic, just trashing the game, saying that it's woke. It's Ghost of Wokey, they said, which was funny for me. It's just that. Personally, I can understand where they're coming from, given the situation of the real world and what we've seen in many games in the past few years. But I don't think changing the character from male protagonist to a female protagonist can just be classified as woke. So I won't be having a big opinion on the game because I really haven't seen that much of it. All I saw was basically a clip running on the state of play. I thought it looks good. I personally I was disappointed that we didn't get Ghost 2. Because I really liked the first game. I really liked the character Jin. I liked the characters like Yuna and Lady Masako, I think, which was the only survivor of her clan. There were already two very strong female presences in that game. So, I mean, I guess you could call that woke 2 in the first game, but of course, I never thought of that while I was playing. I was enjoying it a lot. And I was disappointed because I don't get to know how those stories go. And there was a lot of other characters I liked that were allies that Jin gathers as you play through the first game. There's also Jin's uncle. If you play the first game, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll just say that there you have a choice when it comes to the end of the game regarding Jin's uncle, and I thought that was going to play out on the second game. You also see a lot of characters near the end of the game talking about how the future is going to be, what we're going to do now that we've saved Tsushima, because the Mongol invasion wasn't just in Tsushima, it was in whole of Japan. So I thought that Jin was going on to form some sort of assassins-like movement, but based on the ghost character, and you'd have basically a movement to save Japan from the Mongol invasion, and we would move on to other parts of Japan, and it would be Ghost of, I don't know, maybe Ghost of Tokyo or Ghost of whatever. And I thought that was going to happen. I was invested in the story, and when I saw that was killed, and all of a sudden the main protagonist I was used to, and all other protagonists that appear in the first game, just all of a sudden all of them are dead. And the second game takes place 200 years after they died, and I was a little bit disappointed. But most of all, I'm a gamer, so if the next few things they show about Ghost of Yotei turns out to be good, turns out to interest me, I will sure give it a fair shot, and I'll buy the game if I feel it's worth it, and I'll play it and enjoy it, hopefully. And yeah, that's my opinion for now. I'm not gonna say whether I think it's woke or not. I don't think I've seen enough to think that, but yeah, that's my opinion. Let me know yours on the comments. Uh, do you think it's woke? Do you think it's the same trend we have been seeing in other games that have come out that seem to lean a lot in that direction? Or do you think it's just a change of story? The Jin story um, had given everything it had to give, which I don't agree with. I think there was a lot of uh, loose ends to tie. I think there was a lot of story still to tell, but I don't know why they killed it just like that. I wish they hadn't, but you know. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion. Let me know whether you will be playing Ghost of Yotei or not. And let's move on to the final topics of the video. So, third topic of the video, gaming news. I will keep this one short. I'll just give you a basic roundup of the news I saw yesterday and today. So, yesterday was an article going around, and apparently both Xbox and PlayStation sales are down compared to the same period last year, which I guess is to be expected given the current situation in the world. Uh, with all the political and economical instability and turmoil, it's only natural that people are more worried about more important stuff than gaming. So, yeah, I guess that's to be expected. But I think it will pick up towards the end of the year. Probably things will stabilize. And I think with the holidays and the Game Awards coming, there's always new game announcements at the Game Awards. So I think that will help pick up the sales, I think, and return things close to normality. Anyway, today also Xbox CEO confirmed that there are more Xbox games coming to PS5. I wonder if that's what they meant with the Play Anywhere strategy, or I don't know, maybe that's a plan B, and because they aren't selling as much Xbox and getting as much subscribers as they planned, I think maybe they shifted their strategy, and now they are bringing more of their games to other platforms that they can always they can still use the Play Anywhere and say that that was the plan all along. It's just how corporations operate, I guess. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think that was their plan all along, or do you think this was Plan B? Let me know. I wonder also if that's why the Halo franchise has shifted to UE5 engine. UE5 is an engine that runs basically on all platforms, so I wonder if that's why they shifted towards that, because it's easier to port the games to all the platforms. Anyway, let me know what you think. And now my prediction or my prophecy. Well, if you have been watching the gaming news for the last I don't know month, maybe 2 months, since the PS5 Pro came out, there was a lot of hate on it. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's too expensive. Sony, what are you doing? You're crazy." And now I predict that within 2 to 4 weeks, because the PS5 Pro will be coming out in 2 weeks, I predict that within 2 to 4 weeks, you'll be seeing a lot of content creators, a lot of videos on YouTube titled "I was wrong about the PS5 Pro," or "The PS5 Pro is a lot better than we thought." I can almost already see it happen in real time. I mean, if you look at the digital foundry comparisons, they are praising the PS5 Pro and saying PSSR is almost as good as DLSS. So, and you also see a lot of devs praising it, so it's only natural that that will happen. So let me know if you agree with my prediction or not. And to finish off the video, I just want to say thank you for watching. Uh, Also, if you like gaming news, gaming videos in general, or gaming live streams, where just watching new games that come out being played live, or just regular live streams where I interact with the chat, talk about all sorts of subjects. You know, I have other interests besides gaming. That's why I called the channel Mike of All Trades. So if you're into paranormal stuff, conspiratorial stuff, UFO stuff, that's kind of stuff I'm interested in, then you found the right channel to subscribe to. And please do help me out, subscribe, like, you know, leave a comment. Uh, yeah, thank you for watching. We're out that like button on the way out. Subscribe. You can always unsubscribe if you don't like the content down the road. So, yeah, hopefully it will be the beginning of a great community in general and a great gaming community. Uh, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay well.